Morning, everyone, and welcome to the Season 4 Tournament Qualifier 1. This is the very first race in the months-long Season 4 tournament, and I'm so excited to kick things off with my man, Solid Bones. Welcome.
I am so stoked to be here, dude. It's a new season of Donk, Tudos.
Oh my god. Everyone waits, like, I wait for, like, the entire year for this tournament. Like, the moment Season 3 tournament stopped, I was like, okay, come on. Bring on qualifier, the qualifiers of Season 4.
No, exactly. I just got back from EVO, and this is the most important video game event I think I've been to this week.
Absolutely. And we have a very spicy matchup to kick things kind of off here. We have Connor75 versus the LIttleKing. Let's switch over here, and you can see we have a Diddy and Chunky start alongside Gorilla Grab, Coconut, and Simian String, so pretty solid.
Yeah, obviously we're going to probably be saying hi to an early Snide unless we want to dive into a level super early. It's interesting to have Strong Kong and Coconut, but no DK. DK theoretically could be really far down the road. Like, we might not see him for a while.
No, everything's fine. This is a Nintendo Sarah seed. Everything will be okay.
Oh. True, yeah. I mean, Sarah is our most trusted seed generator in the community.
Yeah, nothing will ever go wrong, and I should probably get this race started because I'm slightly late getting live. So, not much more to discuss here. I'm ready to get things started. Are you?
I'm super excited to get started. Let's get into it.
Unfortunately, okay, so
or not. Whenever you're ready.
One person is not ready. So never mind.
Okay. All right, we're chilling. I'm by the way, we're listening to Hailfire Peaks Lava, which is a banger. What's your favorite Banjo Tooie?
This is actually my favorite Banjo Tooie song.
I think there is a very defensible argument for that. This song is definitely one of my favorites for sure. A lot of bangers.
Yeah,
we're obviously going to be hearing a lot of fun music throughout this.
And to be honest, there's like the ice side and the fire side versions of the song. Like, I honestly can't, like, it's so hard to pick, but like I think this one, the fire side, is slightly higher for me.
Also, very cool boss theme in this stage. It's like the hardcore remix of this. I'm a big fan of Chili Billy and Chili Willy.
That is pretty good too.
You're Grunty's Industry person there in the chat? Heck yeah, Grunty's Industries is a banger, specifically Inside. I really enjoy. I think we're just waiting here for players to get on it. But obviously Connor is one of the favorites, I feel like, every tournament, right? Connor is an ultra gamer.
Yeah, so Connor won the Season 1 tournament. He won the Season 2 tournament. I think he got like 3rd in Season 3. So he, like, not only is he a gamer, but he wants to get revenge on what happened to him all that time ago last year in Season 3. So
the scars do not fade. Connor will remember this. But if you want to go over, since this is the season quals, for people who didn't keep up with the Tudos, you got any big top-of-mind changes going into the season that people should look for right off the bat?
Yeah, so, like, obviously we've been rebroadcasting these Season 4 settings quite a bit now. And the main thing you need to keep out for here is that this is CLO, which is complex level order. Now, in past tournaments, if you've only been watching the tournament stuff, we had what's called simple level order on. That means, like, the levels basically progress from 1 to 8 as if, like, you were playing the game normally, but like the items are still be randomized, but they progress in a way where you would have the training moves, like, they're still randomized, but you get them like before level 4. You would have to have the key to level 1 before moving on to level 2 logically, and basically go from there. But for here, your stuff can end up anywhere, just depending on what the randomizer feels like, as long as it's logically possible.
Yeah, and also, you all may notice that Cranky's missing. We haven't seen the old codger in a while. If anyone sees Cranky, please let us know. It means that we do have to find him in order to access any of his shops.
Yeah, where'd he go? And that, yeah, having won the shopkeeper shuffle, definitely a big change here. Another big one is Shockwave in the pool. Now we started with that off in past seasons, but now if you see a dirt patch and there's like a good item there, well, you can't get it. You gotta find Shockwave now.
Man, I'm gonna miss just having Shockwave just because there's a couple enemies that are like so annoying if you don't have Shockwaves. A couple of like Kasplat placements that make you just really upset if you don't have Shockwave. But yeah, we are starting with good old Diddy and Chunky. We have Simi and Spring, but Chunky's empty. Obviously, we don't start with barrels either, so they took it's the one thing that he had in the theme song going for him, and they took it from him. Chunky can't even pick up boulders anymore. He's getting old,
Dang.
you know?
And, ooh, hold on. We have a leg spike? No.
Oh, mini F.
Okay, no, there we go. We're good. We're good.
Refresh what we're looking at here. Yeah, it's a good question, Chad. How are we going to perform illegal boulder tech without boulders? It's the boulder tech does require boulders, despite what it may sound like. There are obviously, there's a litany of changes. Again, for those of you who have just been watching the tournaments, not been keeping up in between, there's a ton of changes that I'm sure that we'll remark on as we're going through it. There's a bunch of changes to the levels in terms of the states that they start out in. One of the biggest is that factory does not start on, which does change quite a bit of the routing that you do when going through factory.
All right, it looks like we are going here shortly.
And we're off.
Hold on, the timer is like messed up. There we go. Okay, cool. I need to like fix the sync here. There we go. Okay, well, there's a rainbow coin available immediately. We're about to see Donkey and Diddy is going to be our Helm Kongs.
Sensible. So we're gonna have to see the blast. Yes. Do we do this? Yeah. I think that totally makes sense to check out this rainbow coin bonus, right? Rainbow coins early on have a lot of value.
Yeah, definitely. And actually,
Welcome to bonus day.
Okay, I see what the problem is here. I do not have low latency on. Hold, please.
Ooh, we got big head mode. Everyone, give a quick shout out to Tudos. Basically running this as a one-man show right now, doing everything and commentating. I wish I could be as cool as Tudos. We need 4 to get into Forest.
Oh, we got a slam hint immediately? That's... I don't think I've ever seen that.
Nice to have for sure.
Level 3 is going to be Castle. I didn't quite see what's on top there. Aztec Color Band's final chunky phase.
Well done.
We have one Kong.
And it looks like Castle is going to be the first level that we are poking into. Kind of awkward though, right? Diddy and Chunky both struggling to get their banana medals or anything at this point. Ooh, nice little key. You have the money for it, or is kind of just checking?
DK Isles
Cranky's
is going
gone.
to be...
It's on Isles.
Dude, King is like hella dropping frames for me. All right, hold on. I'm going to have to make a decision here.
While Tudos is making a decision, we did find Donkey Kong in the castle. He was on the one Kasplat that's very easy to access rather. And now we've got the Kong. We've got Coconut Shooter and Strong Kong with him. Or, Gorilla Grab.
Yo, that hint was so helpful.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that, Wrinkly. I'm glad being dead hasn't slowed down your comedic timing in the least.
Caves Color Banana, 4 free Kongs.
trying to get on up here. So, was it a potion? Oh, and we fell into the goo, but not dead. Looks like we were abandoning
I couldn't quite see what was on top, to be honest.
I couldn't tell if it was a pearl or a potion. It looked white. I could be totally wrong, though.
Could definitely be a pearl.
Which, I mean, we go out of our way for pearl. What do you think this is?
Criminals 578 Diddy Chunky Free Kongs. So that is the first Giga hint of Season 4 tournament, everyone.
Very exciting. We love our Giga hint chat. We love it. Barrel had a melon slice.
Okay, so it was Jug. Cool.
We love Jug.
All right, so as far as that Crumb Isle hint, I do not believe we saw anything yet.
I don't think so. And Cranky was on DK Isle, right? Not Creme Isle.
No, well, DK Isles is talking about like the entire area.
Oh, am I dumb? That doesn't look like work. I could be. It wouldn't be the first qualifier season of the or the first qualifier match of the season without a commentator misinterpreting how logic works.
Well, if you're doing bingo and you had if you had a space that says commentator messes up the logic, mark it off.
Heck yeah, we're so bad. This is gonna be DK for King. Good to get him early. There's a very like likelihood that when you see a Kong like that, they can be very far out compared to the season 3 seeds. Like you can have Kong sealed away for a very long time.
And another hint: grab his 478 free Kongs. Yeah, so thinking of our hints that we know so far, we know that we know that Cranky's in DK Isles, like anywhere in the Isles region. But we also have that Gigapath or Creme Isle, and since we know there's a key on Cranky, I think Cranky being Creme Isle somewhere is very likely.
Yeah, I think it's very likely that Cranky.
Someone mentioned the coconut cage in chat. I think that's a good cook.
Yep. No, I think it's very likely to be that. You know, unless we just happen to trip over the way to get on top of Creme Isles and immediately have like sacks or something. Very likely.
All right, looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a retrace from King here. King got in castle a little bit later, but he did slightly more things to DK Isles, including getting that rainbow coin that we saw earlier.
Nice ground pound on the spider.
Now, I like this idea that Connor has here. Now, this is a little bit of an out of the way check, but you start with coconut and gorilla grab. Yeah. So like the fact that like that you start with these items like makes it decently likely that there may be something here, especially since coconut and grab locks both of these. It locks both of them lock this one check is what I want to say.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like it's so early in logic that you definitely just have to like check it, right? Like the odds of it being anything is much more inflated comparative to other things. We're checking. We're all left side levers today.
Going to have to kick LittleKing off because he is dropping frames like no tomorrow.
Unfortunate. It happens. What do we see here? Anything in the minecart? Golden banana. Only 20 coins. That's a good deal.
All right, I think King lost internet completely, so we're gonna find someone else. Yep.
Dang. All right, you focus on finding someone else. King is lost in the void. They're playing Donk all alone.
Meanwhile, Connor is trying to shoot that Kasplat, and he's gonna get a golden banana out of it.
Nice. That's a very fast value. It's a good, like, it's an easy thing to forget when you're going to remember to actually just exit the level there to hit the coconut right before you go here. And that is Cranky. Look at my T-posing boy. He's holding the potion. He's gripped up.
Let's go.
We've rescued our grandpa. Please stop praying for him. He's growing too powerful.
So back to Gorilla Grab. We know it's 478 free Kongs. So that's the main reason why these races are checking in here, because like this very decently likely it's something in here, especially with Coconut Gun early. But production room seems moderately likely whenever that's in play as well, because there's a lot of checks out those things locked. So we'll probably be paying a visit there later.
Yeah, for sure. Checking over here, just gonna, because now Funky's wide open. Again, that is for people who just check out the tournaments, that is a big change in this season. Japes full size is foolish. Love to see
a
it.
Foolish hint early. Okay. I'm actually kind of concerned now that this may be a jet seed. Oh no, did I say that word?
Whenever I say it, I get yelled at, but you're allowed to say it. Oh, I see how it is. That's a
There
lanky
is
potion on Funky.
Yeah, that Lanky potion we'll have to remember for later, obviously. No idea where Lanky or Tiny is. No hints yet.
Yeah, can we get a big old 07 for the Bean, chat? Unfortunately, the Bean will not be making a guest appearance in this scene. And we're going to be checking out the minecart. Another very early minecart check to just poke in. What do we got, Squonks? It's going to be another golden banana. Dude, Connor, I'm going to give you the trade offer of a lifetime. You could be like 7 minutes behind pace here, but you could be up 2 golden bananas. That's value. Come on, Connor. Got some coins. What are we hitting first here in the cabin? We're going to be taking a peek at this cage. That was just a melon, right? Pretty sure. It's a weird colored melon. Sometimes the random junk pickups having strange colors can really mess up my ability to identify
This
them.
is interesting now because Slam is going to be monkey port locked. So that may be a logical thing to keep in mind for later.
That is very interesting. Are we going to be going into the attic without the zombie? We're going to be jumping around in the dark. Looks like we are. Just getting the... You know Connor's got it down. Using the gun as a sonar. I love the gun strats. It's so funny. Why did they make it so that that thing emits light when you shoot it? No, it fell off. I hate jumping around in the dark in the attic. It reminds me of trying to, for those of you who've played Banjo-Tooie, which I imagine is a good amount of you, trying to do the Glitter Gulch dark basement in the dark by like jumping on the lamp. This gives me too much anxiety. And that's gonna be looking at the ferry. What do we got? Just a banana. Hey, 2 bananas for that level of pace is pretty good. Realism in your cave game. The gun shoots coconuts. You tell me there's gunpowder in the coconut gun? What are you getting at here, chat? No, the gunpowder's in the coconut. Oh, I see. Okay. Watch out for the cop. I swear there's always... I always call this DK summer home, the cabin back here. And DK hires the best security. There's always like 19 cops around this and inside of it. Maybe checking out the summer home. Summer home value is a little bit lower this time around with the unrandomized crates.
All right, what do we got here, though? Cranky and Isles. Well, there's a pearl in case there's a surprise pearl.
That's a big old pearl. And we're doing pretty good on banana pace here. We're 12.5 in. We've got 9 bananas for Connor.
Yeah, and generally, like, you want to try to stay as close to 1 GB per minute as you can. It's a little bit slowed down for Season 4. It was a little bit more true for Season 3, but, like, the closer you can stick to 1 GB a minute in Season 4, the better.
For sure.
Got
Ooh, we
grape
got
shooter.
grape shooter.
Mill watch. This is gonna be key 5 based on that hint we just saw.
Did you see that high five that they kind of did? Connor got the hint that key 5's in castle at the same time King got key 5 in castle.
You know what? I'll count as a high five. I'll count as a high five. You counting as a high five, chat?
That was like one went for a low 5 and one went for a high 5, and they missed. Going over to the mushroom, are we going to be ascending the mushroom? With Chunky is the question. Very likely yes. Just taking a peek there. We're going into the caves entrance here. Caves is caves. Breaking news. Said Diddy Crypt was Way of the Horde, I believe, right?
Yep, Crypt Way of the Horde.
See it.
Now keep in mind that requires what is it? Charge, Chimpy charge. So,
yep.
We do know. Well, logically we may not need it. Or sorry, if we go out of logically we may not need it, but we don't know enough yet to know that we may need to skip it or not. So we'll just assume that there's likely something we need there. But right now we don't know for sure. 15 in Aztec surroundings path to key 4.
Interesting. We'll be able to see what the...
I said Aztec, that was factory.
Thought so. I was like, I'm pretty sure. Okay. If you say so.
I miss Cave's golden banana mount though, so we'll just have to ignore that.
Ooh, cop down there. Carpet is lava. And see, we got some retracing here on the side of King, going to Forest. They diverged quite a bit in the beginning here.
We did not get anything in surroundings besides DK, so I think we need to think of the tree. Ooh, there's Primate Punch.
Punch.
Now, almost certainly everyone playing this seed is going to be climbing the mushroom, so like it's hard to see anyone missing that.
I've seen it happen before, Tudos. I've seen people
4, 5, 7, 8 Diddy Chunky Free Tongs. 4, 5, 7, 8 Diddy Chunky Free Kongs, and that was, oh god, was that Coconut Gun?
It was Coconut,
yeah. Okay.
Coconut Giga hinted here. Very likely that's could be coinciding with the factory stuff, I think, right?
Yeah, factory. Like if you look at the Gorilla Grab and Coconut Shooter, like the keys overlap moderately nicely as well as free Kongs. The phase of K Rule don't, so there's a little bit of divergence there. So we may be able to use that as kind of as a guess to see where things may be. So production room could hide some of the key stuff. We'll see. Oh, that's a good point. Factory's level 7, and that means you're gonna need both slams. We do know the other slam is in Japes.
Yeah, and
Connor
also a lot
not,
of the coconut value here could also just be cranky.
Yeah, Connor does not have slam 2, so that may be something to look out for later.
Knows roughly where it is though, right? Because I think that was the one that was hinted.
Well, it was hinted just what level it was in, so he knows where he has to go, just not where in the level. Oh, we got 2 potions in Cranky. What do we got?
Wow. Big value of having Cranky already.
Forest Chunky Metal Wave the Horde. This is okay, Monkey Port. That could point him closer to getting that slam.
It's good to get early. Obviously, do we know where Tiny is yet?
We do not. No Tiny or Lanky hint, but we do have some free Kongs hints, so that may help us point the way. We'll see.
I think we're all cool with no Lanky hints. We do want to know where our girl is, though. Connor doing the classic. It's one of my favorite maneuvers in this randomizer is when you see someone do the Thinkum spin. They teleport to a location, do a quick spin, teleport back. going on up here? Just grabbing the banana, getting out of it. Getting on out. The giant head on that banana fairy is killing me with dread, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Forest Chunky Petals Way the Horde. Thank you. Dude, that is the second. Wrinkly is out for Connor. She keeps giving him hints.
Yeah, honestly,
he gets it.
I feel like the wrinkly hints have not been super helpful so far. Obviously, we will see if that changes sooner rather than later. We do need 15 gold bananas in factory. Don't know how many it is for caves, but assumingly, Connor should be able to get in because he is about to be at 15. So I'm not too concerned about him.
Gotta buy the Diddy blueprint here.
He'll be able to get to one of the levels regardless.
Yeah. Don't have shock, so there's obviously no reason to check out the inner cave here.
All right, we are actually going back to castle here. I wonder if Connor's thinking slam.
Yeah, Connor very well may have been thinking of a slam here.
He also may be thinking of something for key 4. Not 100% sure yet.
Well, yeah, he didn't buy key 5 yet either. So
Oh, key 5, yeah, that would do it.
Yeah,
that would do it.
I don't know if he's going to linger in castle any longer than that. This might just be a TAS input start exit level. Not quite sure.
You know what? I wonder if these racers know that, like, we've had to follow glitchless rules, but for players who don't know of the DK64 glitches, you can actually get past B lockers basically for free. You can just, like, stretch your hands in on the side of him to get into the portal. It's pretty funny. Not valid for races, though, so do not try this at home.
I was going to say it'd be really funny if someone did that in a race and everyone was like, what? I didn't know you could do
I also feel like it's a very well-known glitch, and it'd be hard-pressed to find someone who could not. All right, here's Connor. Yeah, Connor's getting slammed too right now.
Yeah, just through the window there. I think most of the greater gaming community assumes you can just like walk straight through geometry in DK64 to your destination if you truly want to, which
or if your
is true.
Or if your name is Spike and you're from Australia, you probably just think you can take a boulder anywhere and you can use it to do whatever you want, so.
Going inside of the caves here. We're at 14 keys. That's the Diddy Crypt hint.
Now, this is interesting.
Oh, yeah,
So Connor gets a GB off of this, which LIttleKing did not do earlier, I don't believe. Ooh, that's nice. He's going to be able to get in a factory with no extra turn hits. That's very good for him.
Yeah, very useful. Because King doesn't have punch yet. Hasn't gotten the chunky metal. On their way to it, but... It's funny how that was a relatively free check in the original versions of this randomizer. You just cut across the lava by throwing an orange at yourself, and now it's like you almost never have oranges. It's like not even on the table.
Yeah, like it's funny, like with each version release, like things you thought you do all the time, you don't do, and in certain releases, like something you did nothing before, all of a sudden you're doing that thing every time.
Somebody keeps making us need 5 more colored bananas. I don't know who it is.
I think that Castle Underground was only free Kongs, so I wonder if that's the Diddy Crypt hint.
Ooh, very well could be, right? Actually, very well must be, right? I think.
Well, we don't know definitively yet, but I think it's pretty likely.
And some GBs here. Connor, again, staying on a pretty good GB pace. Like you said earlier, the GB pace is kind of slower in this thing overall. And the 1 GB per minute is kind of it's a loose rule, because it's difficult to maintain when you get bogged down trying to actually get checks and stuff. Yeah, it easily could be Tiny in the crypt. I think that, obviously that's pure speculation, I think, but I mean, it could possibly happen. I don't know what the lore implications are of Tiny hanging out in the crypt.
right, good news
No
for
instruments?
LittleKing. He is about to get Primate Punch.
Yeah, which is big.
Here we go.
Checking out. What do we got, Wrinkly?
Forest Shops is Chunky Phase and only Chunky Phase. So there are 3 potions across the Forest Shop, so like we don't know what that's for yet. We did get a monkey port, but I think more than likely it's going to be like a it's going to be Hunky Chunky or potentially Gorilla Gone. Those don't lock very many things, so I think that's more likely it's just randomly on one of those other 2 shop moves that Lanky's able to buy.
Yeah, we will have to see. Going up here to one little ice castle.
Wait, did King just die in the battle arena? Can we get an F in chat for that?
They got slammed straight off the arena. They got I feel like the big head actually messed them up there because that enemy looked massive. Like the hitbox of that was impossible to discern.
Testing areas, path key 8.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll probably be getting that one sooner rather than later.
Yep, now we're going yonder. Gonna check out Funky over here.
Very interesting. We do not have the 3rd K rule yet, the 3rd K rule hint. Now, usually when you don't find that in the first hint in the first several levels, you almost always assume DK because he only requires 1 move compared to the other Kongs.
Yeah.
The other Kongs that haven't been hinted for K rule are Lanky and Tiny. We don't have any of their moves, but because DK requires 1 move less, it is more likely that DK is going to be our 3rd Helm or our 3rd K rule Kong, but it's not known for sure yet.
There's a tiny potion hanging out here in this funky shop. Cannot check it yet. The old double box. There's 2 checks in this box for some reason. That's going to be peanut pop guns. I do not believe that Connor has checked out that box yet, but good to find it. Especially because we know
Peanut
that
pop
DD
guns.
crypt. We might need it for the crypt.
Going to try low latency again. Hopefully King doesn't have frame drops. All right, our first look at factory. What do we got? Oh, we have a potion here. What is this?
Yeah.
It can't be Slam
potion.
3. Oh, it's got barrel throw. That's a good one.
We do love barrel throw. That also means that lanky stonks go up a little bit, I think, for K rule phase.
Yeah, so DK and Lanky both need 1 move potentially locked behind something, so definitely more likely either of those 2 than it is Tiny right now. Swords Arcade is 4-8.
Ooh, that's a sax. Just real quick like that, hanging out like a splat.
Got a Lanky potion. Force Lanky shooting.
Could be why. I mean, we do have grape already, which is nice. Not that you don't need grape to do that, but you need grape for it to be logical.
Yeah.
That might be one of the most disrespected checks, Tudos, in terms of people don't have, like, any of the things that you're supposed to have to do that.
No, definitely not. And right, okay, that was in we already saw. Okay, so moving on. So remember, we saw factory testing areas path key 8 and only 8. We did get sacks. Not sure if that's going to be relevant or not because we do not have Tiny Helm.
Doing this bonus for the single banana is king, which is like maybe just seeing what it is.
Yeah, and we've seen for season 4 that Rays are more likely to do these early barrels just because like the pace is slower than it was in season 3.
Which is good. We were getting a little too good at season 3.
And I'm pretty sure by the end of this tournament, we'll have people that are a little too good at season 4.
The gamers cannot be kept down. Yeah, it's very likely. That's exactly what I was thinking. Stormton Arcade was 4 and 8, you said? I believe. I was thinking the same thing.
4 and 8,
that Crypt easily now could be out of logic if it's homing ammo, right? Because that would put it on the path of all of the lanky shenanigans that we've been seeing.
There's another potion here, though. Let's see what this is. We're rescuing chunkies with tiny heads.
Not chunky with tiny's head. Chunkies with tiny head. You have to be careful. I like the general agreement a lot of people have entered with this bonus, because it's such a logical thing to just, you scatter shot the top row, then the bottom row, then the top row, and the bottom row. And I think eventually people were like, that's too loud. I will just shoot them individually. Bongo Blast here. So we do have that. I think that was in our Helm, right?
Yeah, so I think that's the thing that the path is hinting for, not saxophone, so we can probably disregard sax, at least for the time being.
You saying disregard sax has somewhere David Wise is upset. He's just like
but one thing we have to keep in mind now is that we have a baboon balloon potentially in play somewhere.
Yeah.
So we have to keep that in mind if we will, because like if that's in the hint somewhere, if our runners logically try to figure out where that is, we just don't need to get that hint.
It's funny, we're actually in a position of 2 garbage way of the hordes, right? Because we have homing ammo and we have balloon. What if they're on the same path?
All right, we have something else here. Let's see what this is. Now remember, this is Gorilla Grab locked.
No.
Okay, well, this should be charged.
Okay, this leads to question marks. You probably still check out the crypt. I don't think it's so off the radar, but maybe you check out the forest attic first. Is it thought?
Well, without Lanky, you can't do that.
Oh, you're so right. Well, depending on where our funny orangutan friend is.
Yeah.
If we happen to trip over him, which, I mean, happens all the time. How many of you have woken up in the morning and you just trip over your lanky?
Dead silence.
Just complete silence. Turning on the prod room. I feel like this is one of the only cutscenes left.
I think we're finally getting a banned commentator in this stream. Oh, there's the Boom Blast.
Been too long. Ooh, that's good.
Now, actually, I think that eliminates for sure that DK phase is required because Gorilla Grab would lock Baboon Blast, which would make it past the DK phase. So I think we are just donezo with DK phase here. It has to be lanky or tiny.
Interesting. Which does obviously mean that if it's lanky, we would need trombone.
All right, and because we have Gorilla Grab, I want to see some DK Arcade. Who wants to see some DK Arcade in the chat?
It's time to knuckle up. It's time to play some DK Arcade. No more cave game. We're gonna play some serious gaming. Well, we know storage and arcade is important in some way, right? Am I crazy? It's on 4 and 8.
Yeah, Storage Arcade was 4 and 8, so like, and because Gorilla Grab and Coconut were on 4 and 8 as well, I think it's very likely we may see a key here. A key, or key 4 or a move, I guess is what we're looking for here. Galleon Chunky,
No, Grab
there you
is
go.
on the path to many things. Grab is on the path to 4, 7, 8 free Kongs. So, no, you definitely have your Grab hat on.
Wait, that was Galleon Chunky for Tiny or Lanky? I missed.
Oops, I also missed. What we got?
Oh, it's just a
banana.
GB.
All right,
It was for
trade
Lanky,
offer.
cool.
You play DK Arcade for the next 5 minutes, you get 1 GP. I think it's a great offer, personally.
I don't think he bit though.
One of these days I'll get him. If Bean was there, they would do it, I bet. It would be extra funny to do that for Bean at this point, because we know Bean is nothing. That would be, you would get the whole chat to just be screaming in your favor.
Oh, there we go. We got Tiny. She's just right there. Okay, we know where all our Kongs are.
Hanging out. She's not in the crypt.
Yeah, so maybe we go back to that. Someone mentioned in chat potential homing ammo in the crypt, and remember, if we need Lanky's attic, homing ammo is in the equation somewhere.
Yep.
And so is Baboon Balloon for record.
Connor is also going to be checking this. He's going to look very dejectedly at the banana being climbed up the ladder. Or maybe gratefully. Don't have to play DK Arcade today. So Tiny does have a monkey port in Sacks here. Could be worth poking into a couple things.
What? No Nintendo coin? No?
Come on. Think about the value of that, of a Nintendo coin. Going out to the main. Oh, you know what's something that I kind of just realized is that, because our caved colored bananas are on the path of key 4 and our Kongs. How did we get barrel throwing again?
Barrel throw was just a shot move. It was in caves.
Okay.
So my guess now is that it's in the dark room somewhere. In fact, I think it's the only place it can be. Port path to 8. Monkey port was bought in forest shops, which we did get a hint for it, but it was for chunky face only. So we don't know if that's a known entity or not.
Yeah, and neither
Like,
of our players have poked back their
Yo,
trombone.
all right, well, if it's lanky face, we're done.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we need lanky, but, you know, potatoes, potatoes.
All right, we're gonna be doing some climbing here. Now remember, without super duper Simeon Slam, it's level 7 factory, so we cannot get any of the golden banana checks up here, but like you can still get the bananas. So that's what we're gonna be doing.
And we can check, I forget, do we have a community name for this upper splat here?
I do not think so.
I'm gonna call him
So-
Fred. He's Factory Fred.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Factory Fred is the dude at the top.
The dude at the top that really sucks to get without any sort of instruments or guns. But we'll at
Yo,
least be
we
able to
have
check
a
in.
we have a high five going on here, but I think LIttleKing got a little bit better of a elevator cycle. Oh nope, they're back to high fiving again. Caves Medal Rewards has 2 potions.
Interesting.
That's spicy.
Fred? Playing the bongos for him? Yeah, just a banana. Fred not loaded today.
All right, Connor is going to be checking the crusher room. LittleKing looks like he is going to be climbing up to get some additional bananas before leaving.
And as long as Connor is diligent about checking off their banana medals here. Oh, no, they did, because they have a trombone. So they're good.
Oh, that's unhinted key 3. Connor skipped it, but we'll see if that comes into play later.
Yeah, good play there for King. Right, yeah, just kind of checking off Chunky before they moved on, but... Nice first try. The gap in GDs between these two is really closed up, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, it really depends on the order you do stuff, right? Like, one path may send you one way, but you get less skull bananas, more checks. The other path may do the opposite, but, like, they eventually have to converge somehow. Especially at this high level, like, paths are going to converge eventually. Oh, B-Blast is the path to key 8.
It is.
It's good to know.
I wonder then, is Monkey Port just relevant in terms of
There's
getting...
diving. It's on Cave's DK medal.
Well, that's one of our potions for the medals, right? Did we get the other one?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. We love diving. Yeah, it looks like Connor is just now really trying to clean out Caves a little bit.
So that confirms one of the reasons why Coconut Shooter and Gorilla Grab is path to key 8. That got us Baboon Blast off, which is of course getting us up into the level 8 lobby. So that is our path to key 8. Maybe solved. There may be more to it. We don't know yet. Because we are still missing Rock Bill and Guitar for key 8.
Yes. Back one. Oh, we get to see what this Cranky has. Wow.
Okay, well.
We had enough. Balloon, which technically was Way of the Horde. Because of that factory check.
Yep. Now, I can imagine, I'm feeling Castle here. Okay, maybe not. Connor is going to check level 4 because he is diving now. But Castle has a path to key 4. That would get you another key. So I could see them going there next. We are going into Galleon, though. This could get you Lanky in all 5 Kongs by this point. Connor's definitely going to go in here if we can.
Yep. And Galleon is this even randomized, etc.
And there's Featherbow.
Featherbow really quick, so that means that Forest Cranky Chunky's Way of the Horde? I think we already got that.
Anyone get that B-Locker count on Galleon? I saw 1, but I think that was the last number. I would presume it's like 31 if you didn't go in or something.
Anybody catch a license plate on that B-Locker?
All right, it looks like LittleKing will be getting diving here shortly as well. He clearly is only doing this for the bananas.
That was so sad. DK was really trying to cling on to the side of that cave.
I mean, he tried his best.
He tried his best. He's got his big head.
All right, Connor is going to be going back into Castle now. If you think about what you do in Castle, like I said, this would get you key 4 if there's something in surroundings. And now that you have Baboon Blast, you have Coconut Gun. Maybe Castle Tree has what we have. We could also go into Chunky's Shed. Now, Chunky's Shed out of logic, but like it's still an option here. I think Connor is opting to go to the tree, though, based on his movement here. Yeah, it's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, going straight to it. Makes sense. We're checking out everyone's favorite barrel puzzle. It's very easy until it isn't. In one. Nice job, Connor. Gonna be able to check out this tree, check out the Kasplat, and also the ferry.
All right, we got a blueprint.
But you also get some bananas, which are valuable here. It means you have to do less of the...
Less of the
true,
climb.
like, yeah, the rare collectathon hell that are DK's bananas in Castle.
I cannot tell what that is.
This fairy bites, by the way. Hate this fairy.
Well, clearly it wasn't anything important because
Didn't even tell us
didn't even tell us what it was.
Game omitted for your convenience.
So Chunky, maybe we can't get it, but we could check the pineapple switch in the tree again. We could climb up to his shed. Or alternatively, maybe we just need 31, go get Lanky, and then come back with Lanky. That's an option. Because Lanky will get us greenhouse access.
That is one cursed Funky Kong, by the way. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. All right, Connor is going back down here. We definitely want to check out that Diddy Crypt.
Yep.
Even if it ends up homing ammo, like, this is still something you're going to want to do.
Yeah, just mentally check it off, right? It's a potential dead end that you can just get rid of. Place your bets, folks. Do you think that it's going to be homing ammo in here, or will it be something else? I'm leaning towards, I think it'll be homing ammo.
I think this is a new entity because Connor went in here without bongos earlier. So now that King is in here with bongos, we're going to see what this check is. It is just a rainbow coin. I feel like we've seen quite a bit of rainbow coin lately.
Which is good. I mean, we've been buying a lot of bananas.
Barrel throw acquired here. Oh, it's green. What do we got?
We're going to hit it just to get the extra bananas here. And it's going to be pineapple. No, it's triangle. Interesting.
Triangle. Very interesting. We should definitely check DK aisles again. That is Way of the Horde, chat.
Yep. Mission
It
critical.
is not needed for Helm either. Unless there's something on Chucky's check at Helm.
Yep, immediately checking out the aisles triangle pad here. Are we getting Lanky delivered straight to our door? Nope, it's ground.
Oh, wait, no, that's right. It's path, Castle Underground is path to Free Kongs only, so Triangle's probably just 5-door ship. Especially, LittleKing getting the backflip skip, a newly discovered tech very quickly. Very well done.
Nice. Yeah, that's tough. The new tech. You love to see it. Season 4, it doesn't just have patches and logic changes. The players are also getting patches too.
But yeah, back to Lanky. Pretty confident that he is in Chunky 5-door temple, Chunky 5-door ship at this point. That is going to be Coconut Lock, because we know Coconut's Free Kongs, and we know that Triangle obviously is going to be Free Kongs here unless there's something else in Underground. So 5-door ship, I think, is going to be our best bet.
Yeah, and again, I didn't see the banana count to get in there. Presumably it was pretty high, because I think Connor's just going for some density right now.
I'm going to assume 31, because he is now at 31.
And he's going straight there. That is a heat-seeking Connor missile.
That's kind of terrifying if you're racing in DK64. It is in fact 31.
Connor's
very cool.
Good math. I always find the Chunky Cabin and Castle to be so bizarre. Like, it really looks like you should need Gorilla Gon to get the item. Like, it would be invisible or something.
Speaking of chunky, we're doing we're doing 2 chunky checks. Chunky chest checks. Tongue twister.
Say that 5 times fast.
Chunky check checks, chunky check checks, chunky chest. I said it wrong the first time.
that was wrong off rip. We tried our best.
Listen, I'm not paid to be here.
True. Neither. I heard I got banned. So I mean, we're having a great time.
Uh-oh. So I'm not paid and you're just banned. What a great stream.
This is a great commentary duo. Checking out the coconut side here, gonna be likely immediately hitting the triangle.
Well, this is a pretty dense area, so I could see him doing a little bit in here. He went so fast that I don't even know what he got. I'm trying to figure out what he got. I don't think he got anything. I think that's just like a junk check. No, it was homing. It was homing. I'm dumb. Do we know where our homing location is? It was in the room.
How's the hit detection feeling today on the barrels? Looking pretty good.
Ooh, Connor went for the junk melon. Doesn't pay out, so he'll be moving on.
It's a shame. I always hope the junk melon pays out. And we see going into the tree here on the side, which we know is a little bit of a nothing burger. Are going to be ascending the DK lighthouse.
LIttleKing definitely thinking the same thing that Connor did here, but he's going to come up empty-handed. Maybe we'll find out what this thing is this time.
Nope.
No, I think it's just a fairy.
Yeah, simply. No, it would say fairy, wouldn't it?
I don't think it says fairy.
Oh, does it not? Is it just blank? I thought it had to be like a melon or something for it to be that blank. It's one of those things you don't really think about because typically you can see the item that you're getting.
Nice little snipe there by Connor. Very nice.
Clean lighthouse, all things considered.
All right, I think we're going to be checking out some hint doors. We're going to check out Kevin.
See how Kevin's doing. It's season 4, Kevin. You've been with us for so long. How you been?
Factory shops 4 and 8. Factory shops. We do not have access to that yet because it is lanky locked.
Just playing for Kevin. Just not having this.
What on earth is King doing? That's a good question. If I had an answer for you, I probably would have said something by now. But he is now going to the crypt. Ooh. Connor did not play the triangle. A little surprised about that. I wonder if he thinks Lanky's elsewhere.
No, he did.
Oh, okay.
He did. That was when he killed Kevin. He played it.
Okay, I was trying too hard to figure out what LIttleKing was doing when that was happening then.
Advanced trigonometry. I'm checking inside of the chunky 5 door because we know triangle is mission critical. What's it going to be? It's a potion.
All right, there he is. It looks like the believers are winning today.
That's lanky, but the other check there was a potion. The other con.
We do not have guitar for that. That is the Diddy one. So, not going to be able to get that for now.
We got our sun, so that means that now, regardless, it's just if it's tiny in K Rule, we still need mini monkey, but otherwise we're fine.
All right, there you go. Believers are the winners today.
We love to see it. Shout out to Believers. And now, just gonna likely be poking around Galleon. We can check out the 2 shops here. Good for density. that we knew was there. Yeah, look at this trans rights lanky. This is good.
Oh yeah, that's literally that's basically perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent work.
What isn't perfect is that candy shop that had nothing.
Let's not undervalue a pearl here, Connor.
I think he's undervaluing that pearl by leaving.
Dang it.
All right, we got more golden bananas. I feel like DK and Chunky have had golden bananas on every single shop so far, and it's really helping the seed speed up.
Yeah, for sure. It's always nice when you have a steady stream of GBs from shops, just because it's also nice because it's like this randomizer tends to be so non-stop and you running around. It's one of the few times you have to like think and look over your hints without actually stopping, you know?
Yep.
Take like a sip of water. We got a Diddy potion here on Cranky. Did Connor look at this yet? I forget.
Well, he did not because it's Rocket Barrel boost. I really hope Connor doesn't forget about that.
Yeah, interesting that they didn't. They just did not poke through that side. Maybe they were planning to end off on it. Not quite sure. And it looks like
oh, look, another pearl.
See, you could have two. You could have two pearls right now.
Okay, Connor's going back. This is a good sign.
No.
Yeah, so coming back to Connor valuing pearls,
yeah.
he clearly knew that check was going to be a pearl, and that's why he just did not bother with it.
True. It's that's really the foresight that Connor has that makes him such a threat in these tournaments. They just know.
What's over here? 5-door ship, path to key 4. Okay. Everything is path to key 4 nowadays.
So, 5-door path to key 4.
We're gonna have to find whatever guitar so we can get that thing in there.
Yeah, this is a different check. Just grabbing this unguired banana, which is good. Also gives you some lanky density. There's just a crown over there on the tiny side. Who cares?
All right, now will Connor check Cranky? That is the real question. No.
Yeah, it's funny how
yes.
they're putting it off.
So here's the thing about Lanky. He has like 3 potions available.
Yeah.
We also can do the attic. So like, I would imagine Connor's gonna grab whatever's in factory and then go straight to forest to get 3 more potions with Lanky. That's a huge amount.
Yeah, huge amount. Very hinted as well. Right? Like these are very logical things. And that's a Lanky Kong on the side of King. Pretty much tied up on GBs, just behind in terms of like the actions that they've taken, like the sequencing, but not the actual like.
I feel like the golden banana pace has been pretty steady. Like I said, like you're almost certainly not gonna be hitting the golden banana per minute pace like we were in season 3, but like these races have been pretty solid here. Like you definitely like if you're at half a GB per minute, then like that's pretty dang slow. But like I think we're sitting a little bit pretty here. They have a bunch of blueprints they need to turn in here. I don't really have any concerns about the golden banana count at the moment.
No, and also neither have cashed out, right?
Correct.
Connor is sitting on a big old 9 GBs in reserve.
All right, well, LittleKing also does not value that pearl. Sorry, pearl fans.
I'm telling you, man. Think about the value. The mermaid, she really wants them. They're huge. Like
now, Connor,
just for her.
Connor doing this 35-second battle crown, that is value.
No, for a GB, do anything for a GB. that is this conversation on the right between this gigantic-headed DK and his tiny-headed Funky.
It's so good.
Extremely cursed. My God.
All right, now where are we going, Connor?
That's another great point, chat. They're orbs. They're spherical. Like, these are all great traits that the Pearl has. It's Connor, like, looked like they really thought about doing that whole circle of bananas to get it. They were like, why am I doing that?
I mean, I've done that before. Many times. All right, King, it looks like he's valuing some more 5-door ship checks here. Castle Rooms is path to key 1. That's going to be our ticket forward here. Now, remember, we got homing ammo and slam off of that. So that's something to keep in mind. This doesn't surprise me at all. Connor is going back to force. We have 3 lanky potions to get now.
Does that mean Lanky Attic could be, Lanky Attic could be key 1?
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay, Connor deload the fairy because he was out of range, but then reload him right away and got it. We're about to find out what these potions are. We got Ponytail Twirl.
We love PTT. Everyone who plays this game loves PTT. It's a high value item.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, immediately checking out the attic here.
Yep, into the attic we go.
All right, what do we got? This has got to be one of the easiest, like, shooting games. They're all just in the little box. You just fire into it. Like, it's super simple. And that is indeed going to be key 1. Look at that. Worked out so nicely.
Yeah, so that confirms that homing ammo was our path forward.
It's funny that Connor still does not have it.
He'll get it eventually. I'm not concerned.
I think he's fine with that. I think he can go the rest of his life without homing ammo and be fine.
Lanky is getting his second move from Cranky here.
What have we got?
It is Giga.
Gorilla Gone.
That is probably our forest shop sims.
Almost assuredly, right?
I mean, I would hope. Maybe there's LL Surprise Mad Jack for Hunky Chunky somewhere.
We love a Mad Jack. Do we have a direct hint at where key 4 is right now?
We have 3 path to key 4 hints and only key 4 hints. We have 2. We have Castle Surroundings, we have Galleon 5-door ship. We also have Caves Color Bananas is 4 for 3 Kongs. And then we also have Factory Shops, Factory Stores, Arcade are 4 and 8. So we do have a little bit of like ideas where to go. Now, I feel like Factory Shops is going to have guitar. That's my guess here, but it also could be in Factory Storage and Arcade, so we'll kind of see what happens.
Okay. I think us knowing Gorilla Gone is path to key 4 is, I think, very interesting in terms of what options we have.
All right, so let us go. Ooh, it's 46 into Japes. That's not going to do us any good. I saw Galleon, Cranky, probably Diddy his way to the Horde.
And now doing a little bit of tracing on the side of King, doing some stuff that Connor had done previously. Are they going to hang out in the old hillside slam? I used to hang out there when I was a kid. I really enjoy the arena names, by the way. Somebody pointed out earlier one of the arenas was called Royal Explosion, which is a great name.
Where are you going, Where are you going, Connor? Hey, here's our lanky potion.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's see. You're betting this is a gazump?
Yep, it is.
Oh, look at Tudos.
Now we
Despite
can.
the allegations, I think you play DK64.
.com. Oh, sorry, DK64randomizer.com.
Do not go to DK64.com. I don't know where that sends you.
It's a redirect to Nintendo's DK page. Actually, they may have changed it for Bonanza. Let's see.
Oh, really? Let's find out.
DK64.com takes us. It's just a generic Donkey Kong page with merch. Okay, cool.
That's just so funny. I can't believe they still own that domain. I mean, it makes sense. You don't just, like, unregister the domain, but...
All right, Connor is going to go get whatever's in here, which will get him key 4. Or sorry, we'll get him the thing that will get it to key 4.
Yeah.
More likely it's going to be in castle surroundings. So maybe this is like a mini monkey. We haven't checked that yet.
Like a mini monkey type situation, maybe.
We are in Japes for the first time.
Yeah, Japes is likely very dense with GDs, which I think a good thing about coming here, but...
We got a fantastic track to be in Japes as well. Love to see it.
Excellent vibes with the rain. That counts as aquatic ambiance. Rain is aquatic ambiance.
Shout outs to David Wise. One of the GOATs.
Wherever you are, David. You know, he's always at he's at MagFest every year, and he's always just like hanging out front playing his sax. It's really funny.
I wonder if he knows about DK64. Hey, you know what? I should go to MagFest one year and just ask him, hey, do you know what? Have you seen DK64 Randomizer?
I'll ask him.
Okay, I'll task you to do it then. Perfect.
Yes. I will run straight up. And it'll be like, no, I haven't. Would you mind stepping out of the way trying to play me saxophone?
Oh my god, that small head Ramby is so cursed.
That's horrifying. No neck. it's just a torso with the horn.
Oh, it's pineapple launcher. Are we going back in the tree? I think we're going back in the tree.
Yeah.
I think Sniper is I think Sniper is gonna be in this path somewhere, but we can just ignore it.
You'll have a seed with load-bearing Sniper and homing. Classic.
Now this is interesting here. If Connor doesn't find key 3 or a hint for key 3, he is in big trouble. However, that remains to be seen. There's plenty of seed left.
Ooh, we're trying to hit this fly though. Oh man, fly's got moves. Dang, fly's got hands. this fly is a gamer.
Maybe we switch to Kuiper mid-restream. I don't know.
Oh, no, it gets away. Dude, it's the worst feeling in the planet when you're doing this minigame and the fly gets away, because you want to get it in, like, the initial circle that it does. There's going to be a key for Connor.
All right, key 4, here it is.
That is Hunky Chunky on the side of King.
So Hunky Chunky is in the Stormy Tunnel area. And that was actually Orangstand lock, so now Orangstand's in the equation somewhere.
Is anything not in the equation in this seed? I feel like every move has been critical.
Welcome to a Nintendo Sarah made seed.
True. We love to see the diversity of the seed, you know. The funny thing about having that many checks that are technically skippable is it really just clutters up your hints. You just have, like, no idea what's important anymore.
All right, Connor's checking out level 1. He is not going to have enough GBs to enter here.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised Connor didn't do a dump of sobriety. They might when they see the banana count here. Because we're getting pretty close to, like, capped out.
All right, Connor is off to probably level 5, presumingly. Let's see what that is. I mean, we kind of already know what that is. That's going to be Aztec.
That bee was on him. Connor doing a little bit of the Thinkum spin. It's going to be a quick blueprint for Diddy. Getting us pretty close to max out here. Those bees scared you as a kid? I think zingers scared a lot of children. They're like big, scary bees.
Oh, this is interesting. Connor's checking the lobby.
Interesting.
Now, you normally wouldn't do this, but we know that Chimpy Charge is on the path here to things, so, like, I'm not surprised. We still have no idea where 7 is. Key 7. Factory Diddy Mel's with a Horde. That is going to give Connor his Key 3 location.
There we go. Just like that. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's funny that we're sitting here speculating and then Connor
And
just,
there is Super Duper in the Hive Tunnel.
Connor didn't check that? Oh, Connor didn't go in Japes at all. Duh, sorry.
All right, so we finally got our final hint for K. Rool, and that's Lanky Phase.
Okay. I mean, happened to just coincidentally get the things we needed for it.
It was Cave Shops was the hint, and Barrel Throw was what we got. I think that was Forest Funky Lanky, Castle Bananas Foolish. Really, our only big question is where Key 7 is. We still have not seen a hint for it, like a direct hint. We only just have like some couple vague hints from earlier checks.
There's whispers in the shadows of Key 7, but...
Oh, Hive Tunnel's path to Key 7.
Never mind. We're just speaking everything into existence.
Oh,
here.
no. LIttleKing left before checking. LIttleKing never checked the Hunky Chunky.
Yeah,
in
they
Hive
did
Tunnel.
it, and they have it.
Granted, like Mini Monkey could still be in play, but
True.
we'll see what happens, I guess. Oh no, you're right, Cyberchow. Diddy Metal was trombone. Key 3 is on Chunky Metal. We don't have a hint for that yet.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, it is in the Hive?
Okay,
we're gonna see what...
So we do... That means we need Mini Monkey, right?
Yep.
Man, it's every check is just coming out of the woodwork here.
I mean, I guess you're right. Like every check's or everything's gonna be required, I guess, this seed.
And we have, I think the players at this point are about as, they're gonna diverge about as much as they can, because now they just need different stuff. Like there's like mission critical things that one or the other has. Between potentially slams, we are missing key 4 or 3 interchangeably here. Both are missing key 7. Gonna be checking out the outer Aztec area. What do we got in here? Checking out the old upper Kasplat. Just gonna be a GB. So we're at 45. Connor's pretty close, I think, to the banana limit here.
Yeah, like looking at his blueprint count, he's at 13. That would bring him to 58. So he's not going out his way to collect any more super quick GBs. Like he is only getting GBs that are along the path at this point.
Yeah. Because we still have a little bit of trekking.
Dude, is that's pearl number 4?
Heck yeah. We love to see it. Chat, we're Pearl fans here. We're Pearl heads. We got all of them. They're like Dragon Balls. If you get all of them, you should get a wish.
We are Pearl fans.
Can we write that in logic? If you get all the pearls, you just get to like get a custom hint.
All right, LIttleKing on his way to getting pineapple. Connor
really just diligently checking out the banana metals here.
Oh, there's O-stand, which technically you need, but it's unhinted. Fairy cameras path to key 7, okay. That limits a lot. Or that eliminates a lot, excuse me.
Checking out the strong Kong closet. We'll see what this old Splat's got. And then I imagine right after this, Connor is going to be running to Japes. More so for hints, and then also the other stuff that's in there, I think.
It looks like he's not quite done here. Maybe he wants to check out some of these fairy paths. Now, remember, we have Cranky is on the path to key 7. That got you... Actually, let's talk about the other thing first. So, Cranky's on the path to key 7, as well as Gorilla Grab and Coconut Shooter. So maybe Connor wants to consider the check inside of the Llama Temple, because that has Balloon Balloon, which was locked by both those things.
Could be. I mean, the logic also could just be working out with key 7 that because Cranky himself is buying Coconut, right?
All right, we have left. Where are we going next? All right, we are going to Aztec again. Yeah, that was probably leaving error, I guess. Or he's big brain something.
He's thinking. We're going straight to Japes, yeah. You know, at this point, we have the GBs for it. Want to check out these hints. So this is going to get Connor Hunky Chunky. We still don't have Mini Monkey, so we won't be able to check out what's in Hive. Obviously, Connor doesn't yet know that the hint's in Hive. They could be thinking it's on the Hunky Chunky barrel.
Yep.
Rare footage of someone actually having a rank stand to go up that ramp. You almost never see that.
We can tell someone is a DK64 speedrunner here. Oh, never mind. License revoked. He missed one time.
On your license. Now it's Hunky Chunky. Yeah, Connor. I wonder if they're going to immediately run to Hive here, or what the plan is.
Is Check a Legend still on the table? Nope. Pineapple was only path to key 4, and we have it. So Check a Legends are out.
Sorry. It can be in your heart, though. I think Connor here is going to have a very normal Rambi, not a horrible nice salmon-colored Ramby.
And it has a normal-sized head.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, trying to be excited that Bean is on Check of Legends. That's a line of Bean
wow.
that I can get behind.
LIttleKing left Aztec early. He's not going to see that fairy path to key 7 hint.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't at least hit the hints, right? Maybe they're just locking in. Where are we going, King? Show me what's in your mind. Yeah, Connor is going toward Hive. You're going to be able to suss out that it is indeed not accessible.
All right, we have
final butt.
Remember, we saw that Japes Hillside is hinted dead earlier, so like he's not going to care about even looking there. There it is.
Found it. Easy peasy. Sat Shrimple.
Nice suss out by LIttleKing there. Oh my god, is that the bean? Is that the bean? All right, LIttleKing
for King,
is,
right?
yeah, this is go mode.
Yeah, this is straight go mode. This actually sucks for Connor. They kind of got so what's in Hive?
Well, the thing that sucks for Connor is that like he never found a key 3 hint.
Yeah.
And like the fact that LIttleKing didn't even need a hint for it is like so much better for him.
It is. Yeah, and PTT also randomly a move that we needed. We needed almost every move.
Yep.
This randomizer, Tito's. It's kind of nuts. Sniper is in Hive. You're so right. Man. God, that is, and there was 3 bait moves just in way of the horde, just lurking around, messing up all of the hints.
And like for people who haven't found key 3, like this is going to be a tough one now because like you have all these bait hints you have to sort through.
Yeah. King running straight for it.
Yep.
Looking pretty good through the fire and the flames and the frame drops. Tudos. Gonna be heading on through.
All right, there we go. Factory Color Bananas key 3. That should instantly put Connor back into factory. And ideally, he gets both keys 3 and 7 there. And he shouldn't be too far behind, I don't think. The problem is LIttleKing's already going in.
Yeah, the problem, the King is in Helm playing bongos. Like they are.
So, can this be a sub 130 seed? I think it's going to be close. You only have to do 2 Helm rooms, 1 bonus barrel each. Okay, Connor's clearly going for Chunky's medal.
Yeah, it's funny that that turned out to be such a play difference because King went out of their way for it. They like went back here. They went down like a pretty low value path to get the bananas.
All right, so if Connor's going down to production room, assuming he's going to be hitting the switches here, he really shouldn't be that far behind because he'll climb up, get those chunky bananas that he missed, and then he'll be able to get both keys basically in one go. He also does have to do another blueprint dump, I guess.
That's not nothing. That's quite a bit of time, actually. Yeah, it could have been significantly worse in terms of the time here, but barring just a disastrous Helm and K rule here, looking very in the bag, I think, for King.
And the crazy thing is here, like, this is a jet seed. We have not seen a lot of jet seeds, so to get one for the very first qualifier for the tournament. pretty good. That's for our runners who decide to choose a race in this one.
It was a jet seed, comma, a lot of weird junk items floating around, messing everything up for everyone.
All right, Connor is about to acquire key 7 and should get key 3 momentarily.
Yeah. Gonna be able to get both easy peasy, but King already storming up to the, I don't know, what do you call the last room of this? The throne room? The helm? I guess it's the helm.
It's the blastomatic room.
No, the room after this. Like, what's this? Is this the helm? Is this the hideout helm?
I mean, it is the throne room is what. Well, that first one was the what do you call in the ship with where the captain's in? This is the throne room though.
The captain's quarters.
Sure, why not? The part where all the steering
room with
happens.
The weird hamster wheel. The bridge.
All right, Connor is officially in go mode, and King officially has key 8. So we are going to very likely see a sub 130 here, unless King has a catastrophic meltdown. You never know.
Yeah. But I mean, there's no tiny, and I'll be honest with you, that's like the main source of my crash outs personally. The tiny head K rule is insane, dog. That's crazy work. Double shot there. Yeah, this K rule skipped head day, but he didn't skip, like, I don't know what you call it. his haunches day. He's got like this weird ridge where his head should be.
That was a pretty sick double shot there by LIttleKing.
It was. Clean, and looks like we're lining up for the second. Do we have it?
Oh,
nice.
That was beautiful. That's on par with like a lot of the speedrunners. Good job.
I think the Diddy phase of all the phases looks the coolest when you do it well. On the lanky phase. Usually not a very complicated phase. Not many things that could go wrong. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think it really just came down to King arbitrarily got chunky metal in factory, right? And Connor chose not to.
I mean, I think there's definitely some other routing decisions that probably caused LIttleKing to pull ahead a little bit further here, because we're looking at like a 6-7 minute time difference at this point.
Which is kind of surprising. It didn't feel like that.
Because like you have to remember, like they both had to go back to factory to get key 7. Connor just having to get key 3 at the same time, so like it wasn't that big of a difference for that decision anyway.
Having a hard time pinning down what this is a sizable lead. There's a quick Diddy and lanky phase, moving into the last phase now for King.
All right, so kind of looking at our hints here, if we kind of try to sort through all the junk, remember we had Cave's color bananas was something that we just never did, and the hive is something we also just never did as well. So either of those things, like probably are just like something dumb like monkey, like Cave's color bananas probably mini monkey, and then sniper in the hive. That seems like the likely thing.
That's crazy, dude. I feel so bad for any racers who haven't.
Oh no, never mind. Hive was the slam. Never mind. I'm dumb.
Oh, you're so right. We're done.
But either way, there's still some unsolved mysteries about this seed, and we'd probably need someone to check Cave's colored bananas to know for sure.
It's gonna be the second punch on K Rule. We're approaching time. Side of King. And Connor going down in their first losers qual, I think, or their first qual rather. Sorry. Surprising. Oh, we do have this wag flips. We're looking at the floor.
And there is time by LIttleKing.
28.09. That is indeed a sub 130 by a decent margin. Yeah, you called it 3 seconds in, Tudos. You said, I think this is a jet seed.
Yeah, and when commentators say something, they mean it. They're not trying to curse the seed.
Yeah, I don't know. We're very nice people. Dude, this K rule is horrifying, dog. I really just cannot take my eyes off it.
Well, hold on. Let's see what Candy is. Give me. All right, looks like LIttleKing's ready here. So, oh my goodness,
Looking great.
What in the world's that? Let's bring in LIttleKing here. Mornin and GG's.
Mornin, GG's.
And for the record, because we didn't say it on stream yet, LIttleKing was not just first place in this race against Connor. This was first place in the entire race room. So that is a fantastic performance.
I locked in for this one.
You locked in?
I think I did pretty good. I think the only thing I really could have done better is not take that trip into Aztec. But it did at least let me remember that grab was to 7, because I was looking for a key 7 hint.
Yeah, and like you ended up bailing a little bit in there. I mean, that's fine.
Once I realized that port was Wath and had only gotten slam and grab was to 7, I knew where to go. So
cool.
Yeah,
I think that was
the big well, we feel like this probably contributed to you winning here is that Connor did not get key 3 on chunky metal and factory the first time. That was unhinted until the very end. So like granted, Connor did get it alongside key 7, but like that was probably a fact. He spent a lot of time looking for hints at the end while you didn't need to.
Yeah, getting that key 3, I felt like it was gonna be nice to have. Like obviously it'll get hinted eventually, but just having it and not having to worry about it later was really nice.
Yeah, and not get distracted, because there was a lot of like bait in this seed overall. There was like 3 or 4 items that weren't really necessary to get that were like hard hinted by things. It was like really easy to get like distracted in this seed one way or the other.
Yeah, getting hunky when I went to Japes to get slam was really nice because it let me ignore Aztec CBs entirely. And saved a minimal amount of time not slamming the lanky switch and prod.
That was kind of a fun Japes too. I feel like getting Hillside hinted dead is like really underrated in terms of like areas that it kills off, because now you don't have to climb unless you want CBs, obviously, for DK, and obviously you need to check the shop still, but it's so nice not having to climb.
I especially liked it because I didn't have to open all the cages, because that would have been annoying. But I didn't even have to worry about it, so I just left all the huts closed.
By the way, that did remind me that I wanted to mention, you had a lot of horrifying big and small heads in your seed, LIttleKing. That Ramby was a nightmare.
Yeah, Ramby is especially cursed with the random head sizes.
And I like the big head donkey and the little head funky communication was excellent. There's a lot of good curse stuff in your seed for sure.
I've had that setting on since.
Candy replaced Funky in the credits.
It did. She was defending the fly swatters on her, and I mean, I think we can all get behind that. Yeah, for first qual, LIttleKing, taking the big first. Are you gonna be locking in the rest of the way? You feeling it?
I hope so. I hope I didn't spend it all here.
Did anyone who else finished by this point, Tudos?
So right now, and again, we're gonna split it because King did finish at true first place. We have 4 finishers so far. Salzer, Mumbo, and Charles all finished within like 10 seconds of each other, 2 minutes after King finished. No one else is finished, so Connor is here, so very likely he gets like 5th or maybe 6th or 7th place, so depending if he gets other finishers here. And Connor does in fact get a 5th place. G's to Connor.
G of G's, yeah. I think Connor also played it very well. Again, there's good morning.
Yeah, Mornin, Connor, and GG's.
Morning. Thank you. How was it?
Well, LIttleKing stumbled in the key 3 and you didn't, so that was probably a big part of the finish time.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time searching for the key 3 hint, and I don't know, were you able to skip many hints?
I didn't end up skipping the hints. I think it was mainly just not having to worry about key 3.
I mean, the key 3 route worked well. Like, I already had to go back for key 7, so the way I got key 3 ended up working perfectly fine. I just, felt like I know, it was the last hint door I checked that finally told me where key 3 was.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I picked up the hint on my way to get the Japes slam.
Which, did you go to Japes before Aztec?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I figured, because I think I lost a lot of time in Aztec doing all of the medals and then getting O-stand and thinking, oh, it's not going to be O-stand, and I kept doing more medals looking for the chunky move.
I didn't skip Aztec entirely because I wasn't paying attention and forgot that Grab still needed to get me something for 7. But I left immediately once I realized that.
Yes, something we were talking about on commentary was on top of the bizarre amount of kind of like bait hints that there were because of how many moves that you didn't really need that were like in logic. There was just a lot of moves in general. Like, it felt like you had to use almost everything at least once. Like, whether or not you really needed it, but like Baboon Balloon was in there, and then O-Stand was in there, and Sniper and Homing. Like, everything felt like it was in there.
Where was Sniper, though?
Who cares?
Well, what wasn't checked? Cave's color bananas wasn't checked, I don't think. That was a hint.
There is another potion there.
Oh, you mean the second potion, yeah.
So it could be that.
Unless diving was only 4 free Kongs, which, well, maybe it could because that got you lanky and key 4. So yeah, that would make sense.
Sniper wouldn't beat a Kongs anyway.
Well, the Cave's Color Bananas hint was pointing to diving, and diving got you Pineapple in the 5-door ship, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm saying I don't think there was a single hint left out there that tells you anything about where Sniper is.
Wow, was Sniper actually just bingo? Or...
Unless there's something on the Galleon Vines hint.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
like you were gonna be able to get that.
Yeah.
But if you're not a person who does a lot of donk races, like especially like if you only come around for these, that's gonna be tough because like you may not know the strategy to get the sniper check in the tree. So like this is a pretty difficult seat actually, if thinking back on it. But like it like you guys just skipped over it. And I think a lot of veterans will just skip over that. But people who don't know that trick are gonna have a tough time, especially with no hint.
Yeah,
I was the opposite. I forgot the Sniper was even like part of that chain, and I was just, oh, let's go get my Pineapple, and I wasn't even actively thinking that like I could be baited by Sniper.
I was very concerned up until it exploded and it was green.
Yeah.
Because like if that was Sniper instead and Pineapple's not hit, then this is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Very different seed.
Very close to being such a weird seed. It's funny because LIttleKing, you did have homing at the end. Connor, you still never had it.
Why would I get homing?
I don't dislike the fact that I got homing just because A, I knew what it was for, and B, that's kind of the price of getting slam when I did.
Well, where was homing?
Museum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that was close by. I just
Alright,
got the
well-
fairy left. I don't bother peeking that.
Fair enough. I like getting the coins.
All right. I think that was a pretty good first seed, even though it was a jet. Like, it was still a moderately complex one, so you still had to like use your brain, try to parse where things are. So it's a good time. And congratulations to both of you. Very solid times for you too. That'll get you a lot of points for this first qualifier. That being said, we will go ahead and stop there. This is only the first qualifier. There are 15 total. Tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern, Saturday the 9th, we have another qualifier. We will be restreaming every single qualifier. Be sure to join our Discord. Check out the events tab. We have all of the qualifier times in there. So if you just want to watch, or if you want to join in yourself, you can just jump right in. There's no entry and anything like that. So just feel free to join if you want to play. Otherwise, just watch. Thank you for Solid Bones for commentary, Nintendo Sarah for race modding. We have Dronic Cthulhu and Cyber Chow for tracking. So thanks to our volunteers, and I hope everyone has a great rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow for qual number 2. Morning.
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 I guess let me raid. Let's get Zelda speedruns some viewers here. I don't want to raid someone not already done.